We're definitely seeing a much more relaxed queen.
Is that for me?
And so I think she can look ahead at the future of the monarchy and see that it's in safe hands, and that makes her happy.
These are lighter, brighter days for the British monarchy.
I'm excited to be able to share this with Catherine.
They radiate love and excitement.
Punctuated by the rays of sun that, almost on cue, pierce the steely grey skies of London.
The sun has come out all of a sudden here.
On William and Kate's wedding day.
I just want to say congratulations, because I know you just celebrated your 1-year anniversary.
I did, thank you. Yeah.
How's married life treating you? Are you enjoying it?
Very much so, enjoying it a lot. It's good fun, it's all it's cracked up to be. No major arguments or domestics at the moment, so it's all going well.
Perhaps the prince has picked up a couple of pointers from a resident expert, his grandfather, the Duke of Edinburgh.
I wouldn't say I've taken notes as such, but I've seen sort of how a partnership, if you like, in business and in private time can evolve, and how it can help each other.
He is so important because he's not a yes man. He tells your grandmother what he thinks, and he speaks the truth, if you will.
Yeah, definitely. No, you don't want people around you who are yes people. You want to hear the truth, because if you don't hear the truth, you can't make up an honest opinion, an honest judgment yourself. And also you can end up living in a very detached reality, where you think you are always right, or you have no real idea of what's going on elsewhere.
It must be hard, though, to find people who are honest with you.
It is. Some harder than others. Some people like to be too honest with you, and you're like, did you really mean to say that? But,
yeah, maybe you're being too honest.
Yeah, you're too honest, exactly. So there's a good balance. But no, I'm very much in the same ilk. I appreciate honesty, definitely.
The so-called detached reality of royal life is something William has always been keenly conscious of. In 2009, he famously spent the night on a London street to understand the plight of the homeless, displaying a sensitivity to his future subjects, which he says he learned from his mother.
She played a huge part in my life and Harry's growing up, in how we saw things and how we experienced things. She very much wanted to take us away from the sort of the royal aspect of life, if you like, and get us to see the rawness of real life. And I can't thank her enough for that, because reality bites in a big way, and it was one of the biggest lessons I learned, is just how lucky and privileged so many of us are.
That may be why both William and Harry have followed in their family's long-standing tradition of military service, where there are no privileges and no perks, and where their titles are not Duke or Prince, they're Captain and Flight Lieutenant Wales.
Is it a place where you feel, gee, I can just really be myself?
Yes, definitely. I mean, it's because the thing about the military is it's what you do day to day. It's not who you are. So I am not any more different or special than any other guys there, and I definitely don't ever want to be treated that way, nor does my brother. So you have to earn respect, you have to earn your keep, as it were, with the military.
There's no one left in this building to
And with us, bear in mind, some of our lifestyle occasionally can be very pressured and very stressful. To be able to learn about it in a different environment, one that if you make mistakes, it's almost actually worse than doing a mistake in this life. It's a good practice and a good sort of experience.
But there is one way William is treated differently. As heir to the throne, he's not been permitted to serve on the front lines. But Harry has been to Afghanistan, where he says he's learned what it means to fight for Queen and country.
Once you're in the military, she means a lot more to you than just a grandmother. She is the Queen, and then you suddenly start realising, you know, wow, this is quite a big deal, and then you get goosebumps, and then the rest of it, and then so on and so on.
Harry was giving a lot of girls goosebumps himself on his recent Jubilee tour. He traveled to the Bahamas, Belize, and Jamaica, where he ran with Usain Bolt and even pulled off the track star's signature pose.
Please don't leave me hanging here.
I caught up with Harry on his last stop, Brazil.
Being 27 now and doing this tour solo, I've always said that it'd probably be easier as a couple. I don't have anyone. I wasn't allowed to bring anybody with me. But this tour itself has been a brief insight as to what she had to deal with at a very young age.
And with his own deep appreciation of the demands of royal life,
First of all, just like to say welcome again to everyone.
William, the search and rescue pilot, will be making a pivotal decision by the end of this year, whether to take another tour of duty with the Royal Air Force,
Flight Lieutenant William Wales,
or leave the military and assume royal duties full-time.
Do you have any idea what you'll do at this point in time?
I do-ish. I'm still trying to decide. It's a really difficult one because I really enjoy my time in the Air Force and I'd love to continue it, but the pressures of my other life are building, and fighting them off or balancing the two of them is proving quite difficult.
Mr. Speaker.
Meanwhile, another big decision is pending, this one by the government, changing the rules of succession to allow William and Kate's firstborn son or daughter to one day take the throne.
More importantly, I'd rather like to have children, so that's the key thing, really.
Is it annoying that your family planning is making headlines around the world? That must be very strange.
It is quite strange reading about it, but I try not to let it bother me. But I'm just very keen to have a family, and both Catherine and I, are looking forward to having a family in the future.
Is there anything you'd like to tell me today about that?
You won't get anything out of me. Tight-lipped.
Apparently, William's not the only Wales hoping to carry on the family name.
I've longed for kids since I was very, very young. So I'm waiting to find the right person, someone who's willing to take on the job.
Of course, all of this is the proverbial carriage before the horse. The next in line is Prince Charles, the longest-sitting heir apparent in British history, who even seems a little more relaxed himself these days.
The potential for a few flurries over Balmoral. Who the hell wrote this script?
He apparently got very good reviews.
Yeah, apparently so. I think if everything else doesn't work out, he should look to weather forecasting.
Yeah, exactly.
His next forte.
It's in a brisk northeasterly wind. Thank God it isn't a bank holiday.
I'm a huge fan of Charles. I think he has done so much good in this country and around the world. He has made the lives of many thousands of people infinitely better than they would have been without him.
This man is an absolute gem, and we should put our hands together in this country. We've got him. He is the next king, no doubt about it. And people are saying, oh yeah, but he won't make a great king. Wait and see.
Knowing the weight of the crown they'll one day wear, Charles and William seem content for now to stand by, because whatever they do, it will be next to impossible to outdo the Queen.
Do you worry that you won't be able to measure up? I mean, she has been so exemplary.
Constantly. Terrifying. No, I take each step as it comes, and it's good when you've got good examples above to follow, and hopefully I can try and do her some sort of justice.